Hello student, this is SRM. Welcome to my channel. Being a social science teacher, I am going to choose the rapid revision on political science, federalism in India. Students, it is very interesting to remember and also to score good marks. In this chapter, we are going to know what do you mean by federalism. What is the difference between the unitary and the federal system? What are the salient features or the characteristics of the federalism? And the decentralization, centralist, state list, and the concurrent list, and the residuary power. Okay, student. Now, the point number one, what do you mean by federalism? It is very interesting. More than two levels of government. Two or more than two levels of government, it is considered as the federal system. In Kannada, Samyukta Sarkara, Samyukta Vyavasthe. According to our Indian constitution, we have the federal systems in India. The power will be distributed or divided among the levels of the government, state, central, and the local government. This is known as federal system. Student, you can quote this important definition. Federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between the central authority and the constituent units of the states. Clear? Next, it is usually two levels of government. One is the central government for the entire country, and another one is units or the states or the regions for their particular state, like Karnataka state, Maharashtra state, Telangana state, or Tamil Nadu state government. Next, both these levels of governments enjoy their power independent of their own. What do you mean by unitary form of government? Unitary means there is only one level of government. For the entire country, only one government. There is only one level of government over the whole country. If there are more subunits, they are subordinate to the central. Clear, children? Unitary means only one level of government. Clear? Here, the central government passes an order and to other levels of government or the provincial or the local government. Central government will pass the order to the provincial or the local or the regional government. Other levels of government are subordinate to the central government. Central government for the entire country. Here is the provincial or the state government. These provincial or state governments are under the central government. For example, United Kingdom, Great Britain, or England. What is the federal system? As I told you, more than two levels of government. In this form of administration, there are two levels of government, either central or the national level, as well as the state government. The central government cannot order the state government, and there are two different types of law, central law and the state laws. State government has power of its own for which it is not answerable to the central government. Both these governments are separately answerable to the people. For example, USA. There are most important expected question in this chapter. Do you know, student, what are the characteristics of federal systems in India? What are the key features of the federalism in India? There are two or more levels of government. Central government and the state government. Different tiers of the government govern the same citizens, but each tier has its own jurisdiction. The jurisdiction of the respective levels of the tiers of the government are specified in the constitution so that existence and authority of each tier of government is constitutionally guaranteed. The fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government. Courts have the power to interpret the constitution and the powers of different levels of the government. The highest court act as the umpire if disputes arise between the different levels of the government. If there are the disputes among the countries or the state levels, one state to another state, the final umpire is Supreme Court, which is in New Delhi, final umpire. Sources of the revenue for each level government are also clearly specified to that. The federal system thus has dual objectives: the safeguard and promote the unity of the country to accommodate the regional diversity. Safeguard the country, promote the unity of the country to accommodate the regional diversity. Therefore, two aspects are crucial for the institution and practice of federalism. Government at different levels should agree to some rules of power sharing. They should also trust that each would abide by its part of the agreement. An ideal federal system has both aspects of mutual trust and agreement to live together. Student, we have two types of federalism in India. One is coming together federation or federalism. Coming together. Okay, what is the differences between the coming together and holding together power? Coming together, independent states coming together on their own to form a bigger unit. Independent states are coming together to form a bigger unit. It helps to maintain the sovereignty and the security. All the states have equal power and the strength. All the states are stronger. So, which is the example? USA, Switzerland, Australia. Sources of the revenue for each level government are also clearly specified to that. The federal system thus has dual objectives: the safeguard and promote the unity of the country to accommodate the regional diversity. Safeguard the country, promote the unity of the country to accommodate the regional diversity. Therefore, two aspects are crucial for the institution and practice of federalism. Government at different levels should agree to some rules of power sharing. They should also trust that each would abide by its part of the agreement. An ideal federal system has both aspects of mutual trust and agreement to live together. Student, we have two types of federalism in India. One is coming together federation or federalism. Coming together. Okay, what is the differences between the coming together and holding together power? Students, for the MCQ question, it is very interesting and important. Examples of coming together federation countries. This is USA. Next, this is Switzerland. This is Australia. USA, Switzerland, Australia. These are the best examples of coming together federation. Holding together federation. Students, what is the difference between the unitary and the federal form of government? Coming together and holding together. These two questions are very, very important. Be careful. What do you mean by holding together federation? It is where a large country decides to divide its power between the constituent states and the central government. The whole country, the big country, the large country divided into smaller states for the smooth administration. ದೊಡ್ಡ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರವನ್ನು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಾಗಿ ವಿಂಗಡಿಸಿ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಸುಸೂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸುವುದು. It helps for accommodation of diversity. Some states might be given more power, but the ultimate power lies in the hand of the central. Examples of the holding together federation countries are India, Spain and Belgium. India, Spain, Belgium. These countries comes under holding together federalism. Students, what makes India a federal country? Division of powers are there. The power sharing divides between the central and the state government. It is applicable. We have three lists: central list, state list and concurrent list. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಪಟ್ಟಿ, ರಾಜ್ಯ ಪಟ್ಟಿ, ಸಮವರ್ತಿ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ is nothing but central government will make the laws. The subjects deals with the central government as subjects of national importance. Union alone can make the laws. Central government have the authority to form the laws. Defense, banking, currency, foreign affair, communication, these are the subjects that deal with the union government. Sir, what is the state list? State governments are responsible to make the laws as subjects of local and state importance. Local level and the state level importance given by the state government. State government alone form the laws. Police, trade, commerce, agriculture and irrigation. These are the subjects or deals with the state government, that is comes under state list. Central government and the state government both will sit together. They will form the laws, that is concurrent list. Samavarti patti endu kariyutteve. Concurrent list has subjects of common interest, both the center and the state, and both the center and the state government can form the law. Example, education. Very important for the MCQ question. Education, forest, trade union, marriage, adoption, succession. These are the subjects deal with concurrent list. Student, there are some subjects which they are not under the list of the central or the state or the concurrent list. The subject not included in any other list, they are deals with the union government, residuary power, or subjects which do not fall under these three lists. Union government has the power to make the laws. For example, IT, information technology or computer software. Linguistic states. We have many more languages in India. All the languages are having equal opportunities. There is no superiority or inferiority among the languages. The first challenge faced after the independence was linguistic states. In Andhra Pradesh, there is a leader, Potti Sri Ramulu, who did the strike. Finally, in the year 1956, Andhra Pradesh is the first state which became on the basis of the language spoken. Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kannada, Tamil Nadu, Tamilu, Andhra Pradesh, Telugu. Like that, the states came into force on the basis of the spoken languages. In the year 1947, the areas, boundaries and the names of several old states of India are changed in order to create new states. New states were formed on the basis of the language and culture. Some states were formed on the basis of ethnicity, that is cultural and social exchange, and geography, such as Nagaland, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. These three states are emerged on the basis of the geography, on the basis of the ethnicity and their culture. Be careful, it is very, very important. On the basis of the ethnicity, ethnic, culture and also geography basis, the states are came into force: Jharkhand, Nagaland and Uttarakhand. Some concerned that it might lead to disintegration of the nation, but worked well and effectively. Language policy. Students, it is very, very interesting and important also. A second test for Indian Federation is the language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one language. Hindi was identified as the official language, but it is the mother tongue of only about 40% of Indians. There are 21 other scheduled languages. State can enjoy its own language for official purpose. We have adopted 3 languages structure and any 2 languages can be used for administrative purpose. According to Constitution, the use of English for official purposes was to stop in the year 1965. But non-Hindi speaking states demanded that the use of English. Therefore, the central government said to continue the use of English along with Hindi for official purposes. Linguistic diversity of India. Linguistic diversity. We have many more languages. Okay, but we have linguistic diversity. As per the census report 2001 of India, which was held in the year 2001, there are 1500 distinct languages. These languages were grouped together under some major languages like Bhojpuri, Magadhi, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi, Rajasthani, Bhili and many others were grouped together under Hindi. Even after this grouping, the census found 114 major languages of these 22 languages are now included in English schedule of the Indian Constitution and they are therefore called scheduled languages. Others are called non-scheduled languages. 22 languages are listed as scheduled languages. Other 22 languages are considered as a non-scheduled languages. In terms of languages, India is perhaps the most diverse country in the world. Students, it is very interesting and most expected question for the board exam. What do you mean by decentralization? ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಣ. ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಕೈಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗ್ದನೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ central government, state government power will be handed over to the local government. The power will be distributed among the state and the central government. This is nothing but decentralization. Vikendrikarana. When power is taken away from the central and given to other levels of government, that is known as decentralization. It plays a very important role in the democracy as it helps to reduce the burden of the central government. It helps to increase the participation of the people in the decision making as well as in democratic process. It helps to solve the local problems effectively. Local self-government is called schools of democracy. We have, after independence, 2 tiers of government in our country. But Now we have three tiers, three levels of government: central, state, and the local government. Why? India is a vast country, therefore India cannot be run only through these two levels of country, level of the government. States in India are as large as independent countries of Europe. Many of these states are internally very diverse, so there is thus a need for power sharing within these states. Major steps taken towards the decentralization in India. According to our Indian Constitution Amendment in the year 1992, children be careful, 1992 decentralization, what are the steps to be taken for the decentralization in India? A major step towards the decentralization was taken in the year 1992. The constitution was amended to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. It is constitutionally mandatory to hold the regular and compulsory free and fair elections. Seats are reserved in the elected bodies and executive heads of these institutions such as scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and backward classes. At least 1/3, 1/3%, the positions are reserved for women. State Election Commission has been created. Sir, these points are very, very important. Write these same points to score good marks. Decentralization in India, federal structure in India. Student, it is very interesting. See these bird waves, you will come to know. Union government, state government, and the local government. We have three tiers of the three levels of the government right now in India. Local government is classified into two. One is municipality and the panchayat raj. In urban area and the rural area. Rural area, we have three tier. Grama Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, Jilla Panchayat. Clear? In urban area, small cities and the big cities. Municipalities and municipal corporation. Clear? Panchayat Raj system is also known as local government. In the village level, Grama Panchayat, there is a Grama Panchayat, they formed by Grama Sabha and headed by Sarpanch. Who is the head of the Gram Sabha, the Grama Panchayat? Sarpanch. The head of the Grama Sabha or the Grama Panchayat, Adhyaksha, we are also calling as Sarpanch is the head of the Grama Panchayat. This is the root level, village level head of the Grama Panchayat. Then block level, we may also call as Taluk level. Block level, Panchayat Samiti. Then elected by the Panchayat members. BDO is there. He is the authoritative person. Then district, Jilla. In each and every district, we have Jilla Parishad, Jilla Panchayat or Jilla Parishad. It is formed by elected members and have members of the Lok Sabha and also MLA of the district. Okay, Jilla Chairperson. Adhyaksha is there for each and every Jilla Parishad or the Jilla Panchayat. The local government, it is in urban area. There are small town or the cities and the big town or the big cities. In small town, we have municipalities. Municipal chairperson is a head. In big cities, as I told you earlier, there is a municipal corporation. Mayor is the head of the municipal corporation. Okay, student, keep reading. Happy reading. All the best for your exam.